yes, my precious. Soon you and I will rule the Nerf battlefields as robot companion and quarter-life overweight grown man. Well, enough of that. What you're staring at is something that is suspiciously similar to the smallest little Nerf blaster thing that I kind of showed off. The full auto turret, there we go. The full auto turret that I showed off last week, and this is the VMD Cannon Commando, circa like 2014 or something crazy like that. These things are, well, they're remote control tanks with giant flywheel turrets on them. They're pretty darn big, and they have to be because they're literally RC tanks with frickin' turrets on them. But yeah, they're flywheel blasters. They're not very good. We will get to that very shortly, and there's two of them here for added effect. Now, there's some cool things about having two of these. They have 3 channels, and you could set both of them to the same channel, meaning you could effectively control both of them with one use of the remote. Which, I don't know about you, but that's freaking cool, especially, again, these things are flywheel blasters. They rev up and shoot. Now, these things are running off AA's, so they're not entirely that powerful at all. And, well, I mean, if you want to, like, aim these turrets, like, up and down, it's manual. You do it manually. You just kind of, like, there we go. It's now aiming really far up. Now it's aiming really low. I mean, you get it. But these things were like $50 when they came out. It's not super terrible. I mean, 16 dart turret. Come on. I mean, that's got to do something for you. And again, you could have a whole army of them and control them with one remote. Speaking of which, here is the remote right here. You can notice it is on. It's got a little skull nuclear symbol going on. There used to be like a blast shield over this because there's a whole little switch right there. You can feel like you're super tactical by flipping that on. And it's like, it's armed! And then you can control it with the 2 thumbsticks as tank tread. So right, left tread, right tread. That way, turn, all that kind of stuff. And a fire button, which you have to hold down, which will then rev the flywheels and then shoot the blasters. Yeah. Again, tank treads, cheap toy, flywheels running off AA's. Expect like 35-foot range claims with an extreme angle. I mean, it's cool, but it's not really useful. The Terror Scout or whatever that came out for 250 freaking schmeckles, or yeah, the schmeckel is how much? $244, I forget. I'm getting distracted. But it's, yeah, you get it. These things are super cheap, but you can get 5 of these for the same price, so yeah. I should mention, there is one more of these that shot a missile and was pneumatically powered. That being said, don't get too freaking excited, because the way that worked was you manually pumped it up, and then you put the robot down, and you controlled it with this, and when you wanted to fire, you press that, and it just shot the rocket. And then it was done. That's it. That's all it did, and then it would have to come back to you, and you'd have to reload it. Not exactly the coolest thing ever. I kind of wish that thing had a tank in it, like a compressor, but it didn't. It wasn't nearly as cool. And I believe the batteries in the remote just went out. Ah, there we go. Maybe it has an on-off. These are, of course, not mine. These belong to Beret. I'm borrowing them for the sake of doing this stupid video, but you're about to see probably the funniest thing ever, because I'm going to control both of them at the same time. Ah! 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 Oh, God! Ah! I'm gonna let that sink in for just a moment. Let's try just pointing this in a general direction and showing you the awesome firing capacity as you ignore my very, very disorganized garage. Come on, tilt up. Come on, you can do it. Ah, look at that. All right, guys, let loose the hounds of war. One of them's not even shooting. Oh, it is very much jammed. This is significantly less awesome. Well, I'm done. This one doesn't even want to shoot anymore, but yeah, you get the idea. It's pretty cool, and if you can think of a use for this, and I certainly did the second I saw it, is obviously remove the whole contraption and put them on your shoulders, which is ironic because Beret got one of these from Captain Xavier, and Captain Xavier never wanted to do that for some reason. Or maybe he's kicking himself now, but I guess he never had a remote and he didn't really want to deal with trying to rig up a trigger. I don't know. The guy does some weird stuff. But that is the VMD Cannon Commando. Let me know what you think about this thing down in the comment section below, and I hope I can get my hands on the rocket one at some point. But finding these things is hard enough. Finding the remote is even harder, so good on Beret for having one of these, and, well, even worse for Shaylo for not having one. This has been Walcom S7's Hands and Dirty Garage. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course, I hope to see you in an entirely different one.